Laura, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Boy, you've had quite a career in television. Can you just mention real quickly some of the morning shows you've been on?
Done a lot of morning shows. I started in Kansas City, Chicago, Dallas, and then I did the Hoda and Jenna when Hoda was on, love Hoda, and then the Drew Barrymore show quite a few times.
And she says they're all wonderful.
They are. They're sweethearts.
I love to hear that.
I'm telling you. So sweet.
Okay, well, let's talk about Redo Style and how you got into this.
I started upcycling for my daughter when she was little because I couldn't afford those cool clothes. So I would take my old maternity stuff and old band tees and turn it into really fun stuff for her. And then it just evolved. I ended up doing back to school fashion segments and all those fun things, and then it just evolved into Halloween costumes. Let's upcycle for Christmas, and then it was let's upcycle for home, which I'd always loved to go junking and thrifting. So now it just has segued into this career in sustainable design, showing people how to rework and reuse what they have. I still will do fashion things, but mostly home decor, and I really have a passion for educating people on how to have beautiful spaces without spending a ton of money.
Well, because that's, I think, what a lot of us think at this point. Yeah. It's like, I can't use this. This looks old. Yeah. I don't know what else to do with it, so I'm going to give it to Goodwill, and I'm going to go get something new, and it's going to cost me a pretty penny.
That's right.
You want to educate us.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of your sustainable flips. We have some before and afters that I think are just going to blow people's minds.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have this sustainable design series I'm working on right now. This is the before of the back patio. All of the episodes are under $500, upcycling, reworking, shopping secondhand. So I really wanted to create this beautiful, amazing, cozy space, and we did it.
Whoa!
And I love it. We used painter tarps as curtains. Those are old lanterns. Those are actually day beds, twin day beds that I turned into banquettes. This was a really, really fun, upcycled space. You don't have to spend a ton of money to create these spaces.
I am so impressed. This looks like it cost thousands.
It did not. Probably the most expensive thing that I threw in there was the pavers, which I did myself and was really not that hard.
You could work in construction.
Let's not go that far.
That's pretty impressive. But we've got a couple other before and afters that we want people to see. So just as we're kind of talking, hopefully folks can get a good look at some of those. You also did bring for us today a couple of designs that are really simple, easy to do at home, and that you can walk us through pretty quickly. By the way, I love that.
My bathroom, that was really fun. That's very moody. Those are sheets that I made into a shower curtain. Old frames from Goodwill. And then wallpapered the ceiling. Just a really great way. I mean, your guest bathroom should be a space when people go into it, they're like, oh wow, this is like cool, fun and moody. So I really enjoyed doing that one.
And then such a gallery wall here.
All vintage and thrift stuff. My kids' art, my mother's art, secondhand items. Those shades that are amazing. I have a whole video on those. Those are like, you don't even have to install them. They just go stick up on your ceiling.
That was my next question, is because I feel like I have to call an electrician or
no, you don't. I have tons of stuff on my page about that. No, you don't. That's the laundry room.
Okay, she's educating us.
That's my laundry room. And I love Architectural Digest. I've been featured in their AD It Yourself a few times. And I am obsessed with the magazine. So I framed all my covers and put them in my laundry room with a record player. I'm telling you, I have fun in that laundry room.
You have, and who has fun in their laundry room?
I do. All my laundry is done now. It's amazing, just because of that laundry room.
Okay, you have a couple of things that you want to show us. So first of all, we're looking at, you called it a hurricane.
Yes.
This is just kind of one of those vases that you would get maybe for Mother's Day or something like that.
Or even at Goodwill too.
Sure. Like maybe it came with flowers in it, or maybe you picked it up at the store. Yeah. But you actually take book covers to make faces out of it.
Just the jacket off of a book. I am obsessed with art books and I love art. I find that a book jacket is a really fun thing to decorate with, whether you want to frame them, but I just wrap them around the hurricane. I did this one for our cookie jar with Iris Ample book that I got, and my kids, we keep Oreos in it.
She's fabulous, isn't she? Look at her go.
So fabulous. So I really love just taking those things that you already have. You can keep the book jacket nice, just use a little double-sided sticky tape, wrap them up. You can even wrap them up and put a battery-operated light in there and it glows pretty. Just a fun way to use things you already have.
Love it. Okay, so this next part is just fabric and just a lampshade.
A lampshade.
But what are we turning it into?
Well, I like to call, if you want to pull out that orchid, you can, and just slide, you grab the vase underneath and just slide it into this lampshade. I call them plant shades. I love to take
plant shades.
I love to take a lampshade, and if you take the interior part, it pops out.
Oh, okay.
And then you just cover the outside of it with your fabric, and then you can just set your pieces into it. And it really is such a fun way to use fabric and use those lampshades, and then you're not dealing with replanting something, just slide it in and out.
Absolutely, and then you can get it to match whatever you want because you haven't found a vase that goes exactly with it. You can just buy a little, less than a yard.
Less than that. That's Kelly Wearstler fabric, which I love. But pillowcases, an old dress, a sweater, make a Christmas one, whatever you want.
So cool. Okay, last one that we want to talk about is some of like this older generation. Vintagey stuff. It's so sweet.
It's so fun. Well, I'm a huge fan and collector of vintage glass. So anytime I see vintage glass, I snag it up, put these little puck lights in it, and then you just light them up for dinner parties and whatnot. An old decanter. These are those little battery-operated cork lights with the wire that you can just fairy light into things and light them up.
And it's such a nice glow, too.
It's so pretty. And then you get all the different colors. And then, of course, this is one of my grandma's old tricks, which I love. Actually, this video went viral. I was like, really, for putting Kleenex in a pretty container. But you just take your Kleenex out of a box. And actually, the Kleenex that come in the little boxes are the same size as this. They're just smushed. You just pull out your Kleenex. And then all you have to do once you get your Kleenex out, you usually take about half. And then you just, I'm making a mess here. But you just fold it in half like this. Whoop. And then you just slide it in, just fold just like that and slide it into the container. And then you can
so lovely. Look at that.
It's just a beautiful way to have like on your guest side table. I mean, elevate it and make it pretty. Because I find that we like spaces more, and when they're sustainable and lovely, it's more fun.
What a creative brain you do have. Okay, I can't wait to see what else we can squeeze out of you in the coming months, Sarah. Thank you so much for these really cool DIYs, and we're going to make sure everybody knows where to catch your 7-part series so that they can learn a little bit more themselves. But thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me so much.
Of course. Guys, keep up with Sarah. She has a sustainable series on Instagram. She has 7 parts to it. It's on TikTok as well, @redo_